The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. Today is a DMV First Warn Day as we are tracking storms all across the region. And we're staying weather aware, and you may see severe thunder and lightning and heavy rain at times, and even the chance of hail. Let's head over now to meteorologist Damon Matson is in the Weather Center. And Damon, the weather team has been tracking storms all morning. When can we expect them to start?
Well, very shortly here, Mark. The atmosphere has been building up some energy throughout the morning. You may have noticed that sunshine to start out your day, and that's not a good thing on a day like today when we are expecting storms to fire up. Let's go ahead and show you the latest on what's going on out there. Not much has changed with the outlook for severe storms. Again, most of the DMV highlighted here in the yellow and the orange in a level 2 or a level 3 risk for severe weather. That's what this orange indicates here along I-95 through D.C. down into southern Maryland. And while it's common to see level 2 risks for severe weather at times through the summer months, level 3 is not all that common. But that's what we have today as the ingredients are lining up for a very active afternoon and evening. And it's all because of a storm system that's rotating right up near the Great Lakes. And we're seeing a frontal boundary just off to our west, slowly starting to swing in, and out ahead of that we have very warm, very humid air that is going to really be primed up to spark those storms here. We don't have anything active right now, but as we go into your afternoon here over the next couple of hours, we are going to start to see those showers and thunderstorms develop back over the higher terrain of western Maryland over into West Virginia, and then those storms will slowly push east and strengthen as they do so. So as we get into the late afternoon, even into the evening time, that's when things are really going to start to get active, especially closer to D.C., the metropolitan areas, and I-95. So here's what we're talking about. The threats are the same that we have been mentioning here. Damaging wind and hail are the main threats. A spin-up tornado, though, cannot be completely ruled out. Like I just mentioned, we are going to start to see those storms here as early as 1 o'clock, lasting until about 4 o'clock for those west and along the I-95 corridor now, or I-81 corridor. Now, between I-81 and I-95, that's through the mid-afternoon to late afternoon that we will see those storms rolling across the area. And then I-95 into southern Maryland, we're talking that rush hour into the early part of your overnight. So again, where and when could we possibly see the damaging wind and hail really start to set up? We'll break down the timing even more so of these storms coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. And make sure to stick with DC News Now throughout your day as we track the storms to help you protect you and your family. Well, drivers will certainly experience altered traffic patterns in Hagerstown after a tanker truck carrying ammonium nitrate overturned on Interstate 81. It happened just before 6:15 this morning on the southbound lanes of the highway near the Halfway Boulevard exit. Our Stephen Cohen is in Hagerstown with the latest.
The scene on Interstate 81 just outside of Hagerstown after a tanker spill this morning.
The driver of the tanker, who was not immediately identified, was taken to Meritus Hospital with a head injury. Maryland State Police say there were no other injuries when the truck carrying ammonium nitrate overturned at 6:15 a.m. Detours paralyzed traffic all morning as the Maryland Department of Environment responded with a crew in hazmat suits. Both lanes were closed until just before 9 a.m. when the northbound lane reopened. Only one southbound lane reopened as of mid-morning. The chemical is colorless and is used as a fertilizer and in rocket fuel, according to Master Trooper Jeremy Height at the Maryland State Police Barrack in Hagerstown. Reporting from Hagerstown, Stephen Cohen, DC News Now.
All right, Stephen, thank you. With DC News Now, we'll be following developments and keep you posted throughout the day. Well, heads up for Metro riders. There's some big changes starting today that you should know about. Starting on the orange and the silver lines as of this afternoon, both the West and East Falls Church stations are back open. Both were closed for maintenance at the beginning of the month. The Vienna and the Dunn-Loring stations are still closed. Those will open back on July 16th. Shuttle service is still available on the orange line between Vienna, Dunn-Loring, and West Falls Church stations. All Express Shuttle is also running between Vienna and West Falls Church on weekdays. Meantime, wait times on the orange, blue, and silver lines are about to get shorter. Orange Line trains will begin running every 10 minutes from from open until 9:30 p.m. The Blue and Silver Line trains will start running every 12 minutes from open until 9:30 p.m. All three lines will run every 15 minutes until 9:30. Now, the new schedule will run every day, including weekends. Metro also implementing some changes on how they charge riders. Metro is eliminating peak fares for the morning and evening rush hours. Now, before 9:30 p.m., riders will now be charged the distance-based fare, and after 9:30 on weekends, riders can expect a $2 flat fee. Metro also reduced the Metro's access maximum fares to $4. Well, and a big change is now effect for Metro bus riders as well. Buses will now make courtesy stops between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. Passengers will be able to get off between bus stops along the route closer to their destination. Passengers just need to tell the driver where they want to get off the bus when they first get on. However, the courtesy stops are not available along highways approaching intersections or locations without a curb. WMATA says the program is designed to help passengers feel safer, and some say they're thankful for the change.
It's a big help, especially late at night in D.C., which is a rough area these days.
I think that's wonderful because sometimes we want to get off a little before the actual bus stop, so I think that's great.
WMATA says these courtesy stops are not available for limited stop or express Metro bus routes. Well, a Bethesda couple is in the hospital today, and their 24-year-old son is facing assault and attempted murder charges. DC News Now's Lex Juarez has the latest from the scene.
Well, police say the 24-year-old stabbed his parents with a knife during some sort of argument that was happening inside of their home here on Green Tree Road. Now, that happened just before midnight and led to the road being closed for a little over 5 hours as police worked to take him into custody. They brought out armored trucks and a drone as part of that effort. Well, both parents are at a local hospital. Police say they have serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Well, the son is charged with assault and attempted murder. He was taken into custody around 5:30 in the morning. That's when police were able to open the road back up. Montgomery County Police say they will be releasing more information as they have it. In Bethesda, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
Lex, thank you. Well, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle in Virginia are working to diversify the way Americans can use college savings accounts. The push is led by Virginia Representatives Abigail Spanberger and Rob Whitman. Both lawmakers are introducing the Freedom to Invest in Tomorrow's Workforce Act. The bill would allow 529 college savings accounts to be used for career readiness, credentials, and certificates. The accounts allow people to put money into a fund and withdraw it tax-free to pay for school expenses. Spanberger says it's a game changer.
It would ensure that those who have 529 accounts can use those accounts for tuition, books, testing costs related to training programs. Now we can use these savings for the credentialing programs that a student needs.
Well, the bill has the support of more than 30 members of Congress, and at this point, it has not been voted on in the House. And developing in Maryland, Frederick County Executive Jessica Fitzwater is looking to combat a controversial topic, data centers. And the news comes after one local advocacy group has filed a lawsuit against the county. Our Michaela Newton covers Frederick County for us. She has the story.
In a press conference Thursday, Frederick County Executive Jessica Fitzwater announced the creation of a data centers work group.
This community-led, government-informed work group will consider the issues surrounding data centers in an open and transparent public process and issue recommendations for the County Council to consider.
Quantum Loophole is one of the latest data centers being built in the county. However, one advocacy group, the Sugarloaf Alliance, filed a lawsuit when it comes to the development of these projects. The alliance says the county needs to release the public records related to the Sugarloaf Plan. The Sugarloaf Plan is a rezoning plan of Sugarloaf Mountain, which would pave the way for more development in the county, which could lead to additional data centers. Steve Black, the president of the Sugarloaf Alliance, sent a statement to DC News Now saying, quote, "The released records prove that the area removed from the Sugarloaf Plan in 2021 was intended for Amazon Web Services data centers. Frederick County and Amazon engaged in a highly secretive effort to place numerous data centers into southern Frederick County while actively blocking public scrutiny. Stephen Finlay, president of the Sugarloaf Citizens Association, another advocacy group, says while he believes data centers in the county will take up farmland and causes environmental damage, he applauds the county executive for taking steps in the right direction.
We support Jessica Fitzwater's action and hope that will be one step, the first step, to more careful consideration of how this data center is going to be built over the next 2-3 years.
The work group will consist of about 12 people from the city, county, and community leaders. Reporting in Frederick County, Maryland, I'm Michaela Newton for DC News Now.
Thanks to Michaela, Walmart joins Amazon's Prime Day with exclusive deals. We're stretching your dollar with the best ways to shop.